What's good, y'all? So, everybody changed the name. I actually just got a new phone, so I was like, hey, let's just talk about it. Let's talk about it because the name change it's gonna happen. It is what it is. It's gonna happen. It's already gonna happen. So I mean, it's crazy. I got all this Redskins gear. I'm still gonna wear it. I just made a video with my channel members, talking about the name change and what's up with thousand subs. Shout out a couple of people. This is crazy, guys. This is big news. This is history. This is history in the making, guys. This is history. I mean, it's crazy. The name is going to change. They say likely, but it's going to change. It is what it is. It's going to change. Like I said, with the climate, with them changing Aunt Jemima, taking that off the shelves, Uncle Ben's rice, them changing that, tearing down the statues. What's up, Eric? Darius Hogan? What's up, man? El Greco, what's up, man? Verndale Porter, what's up? Kevin Cronin, what's going on? What's good, Randall Taylor? What's up, y'all? What's up, Marquise? What's up, man? Michael Hinton, what's going on, man? So it's gonna change, man. It's gonna change. LC said football is political. Thomas Rice, what's up, man? I know a lot of people are pissed off. A lot of people are pissed off. We've been Skins fans forever. A lot of people are pissed off. So what's up, Dion? What's up, man? Abu Ho, what's up, man? What's going on, guys? What's up, y'all? 74 people in the chat already. Yeah, I know you guys want to talk about this. I know, and it's a 3-day weekend. I hope everybody's being safe this weekend with the fireworks and whatnot. Don't do nothing too crazy. I know a lot of people are upset. Dr. Pepper, what's up, man? He said Braves are Warriors, not pigskins. MMKG Studios, what's up, man? Yeah, it's crazy, guys. Abu Ho says it's stupid. Eagles champs, the Eagles, you got to catch up. We have three rings. You guys only have one Super Bowl ring, so you guys got to catch up. But El Greco said NFL soft. So, like I said, I mean, they took you just gotta look at the world today. You gotta look what's going on in America. You gotta look at the signs. They took down the Francis Scott Key statue. They've taken down the Confederate flags in NASCAR. They have done numerous Christopher Columbus statue being torn down. It's just, what's up, Mike Lawrence? What's up, man? This is how it's going. This is the direction. Any stereotypes, anything in the past that has any hints of racism is being torn down. And of course, they're targeting the Redskins. We've been a target for years, guys. We've been targeted for like the last 20 years. For the last 20 years, we've been targeted forever. Redskins Weekly, what's up, man? They've been trying to take this name down forever. Yeah, they've been trying to get our name down forever. Mike Lawrence said Washington Warriors. I want us to be called the Washington Bullets. Washington Braves wouldn't be bad, Jason. I want to be Washington Bullets, for real. Birds Nation said even as an Eagles fan, it pisses him off. Yeah, so I would love for it to be Washington Bullets. I don't like Washington Warriors because of the Golden State Warriors. I don't like that. Darius said Washington Natives. Jack said I like the Washington Red Spears. Yeah, Bullets. I honestly said Bullets would change the Wizards. People still go to right. Yeah, that's true. But people who are saying they're not going to be a fan of the team anymore, I'm still going to be a fan of the team. Washington Red says El Greco. Abel and Bro Show, what's up, man? What's up, man? I'll still be a fan of this team. I can't root for any other team. I'm sorry. Jesse Prescott said DC Defenders. Yeah, since the XFL is no more, we actually could. DC Defenders wouldn't be terrible. It wouldn't be terrible. I wouldn't want to be called the DC Defenders. Washington Renegades, because we gotta keep the hashtag Cowboy X Factor. What's up, man? Redskins Bay 12, man. What's up, man? On the Warpath, what's up, man? Yeah, we're all joining together just to talk about this situation, man. It's crazy. I mean, it's crazy. It's unbelievable almost. I never, it's crazy. It's crazy that they're changing the name. And like I said, after everything that's going on, they're just headhunting. They've been headhunting the Redskins for a long time. Michael Hayes said Dan ain't changing because he only here. Redskins Bay 12, man, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. That's my guy. We will be going live sometime this month. Like I said, once a month, channel members, we go live once a month. So make sure. MMKG, I had to take it away because you said Washington asses. I can put it back on. Are you a Redskins fan, MMKG Studios? I don't know if you are or not. But I got to make sure you are. I got to make sure. Oh, your moves? You change your name? Oh, your moves. Come on. Why'd you change your name, man? Why'd you change your name? Make sure it's at Washington Hogs. Washington Hogs wouldn't be terrible because of the history of the Hogs, the offensive line, dressing up, Protect Sports, what's up, man? But I do understand. And we Native Americans, I've seen the video where they said it was not offensive. I do want to talk to some Native Americans myself and see how they feel about it. Because it's really up to them how they really feel. It's really up to them how they feel about it. If they really feel offended by the name, then okay, take it down. But if they don't feel offended, then keep the name. But I know this is what people want. They want change. They want everything to be changed. Like I said, Aunt Jemima's being changed. Uncle Ben's rice is being taken off the shelves. Everything is being changed nowadays. Everything's being changed. So that's just how it is. And it's not up to Dan Snyder anymore. I think FedEx asking him to change it. Nike, Bell and Brooks at Washington Crimson Tide. That wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be bad because. But the only thing is, Alabama has that name. Alabama has that name. So Washington Redskins would say Washington Red Wings. I'm so pissed, low key. Washington Crimson Tide. We can't do that because Alabama has. We can't have a name that has a name from a college team or an NBA team. So Washington Warriors, in my opinion, is out of the question because we cannot have a team that an NBA team has that name. So that's out of the question for me. My man Cy said Washington Revolution. Yeah, there's something else. Washington Hainsworth. You're funny about that. Washington Warpath. Nathan Foster. What's up with Nathan Foster? What's up, man? Thomas Wright said Washington Skins. Hayes said Washington Capitals. I mean, if you're DC, Washington Glizzies. Washington Glizzies wouldn't be bad. Washington Bullets to me. Washington Red Tails is what I'm hearing a lot. You still have the HTTR. So somebody else said a name on Twitter that I forgot. That they said the Washington Presidents. They said that, but that's kind of corny in my opinion. Washington Redbone. Shout out to DC Big O. So there's got to be something with DC. It's got to be something DC affiliated. Washington Glizzies, Washington Go-Go, something like that. But they already have the Capital City Go-Go, so I don't think they're going to do that. Dr. Pepper said my first choice would be the Washington Braves, second choice Reds. But the thing is, a lot of people have said we've been cursed. This name has cursed us, and I think, honestly, it might have. I really do, because we haven't won squat in the past 20, 25 years, and there's been a lot of injuries, honestly. You think about, you look at the signs, you look at how Alex Smith got injured. Redskins Bates well said Washington Mumbo Sauce. Okay, that's a DC affiliated thing. You look at the signs. You look at Joe Theismann getting injured in 1985, and then you look at Alex Smith get injured. JB Hardy, what's up, man? They're going to change the name to DC Defenders. I think that might happen. That might happen, especially since the XFL is going. You just look at the signs. The writing's on the wall. I don't know if we were cursed from this name because, like I said, Alex Smith being injured on the same yard line as Joe Theismann. The same. I think it was the same date as well. It was just creepy. It was just eerie, weird stuff that's been going on. And if they change the name, we can look at some positives because the name's going to be changed. I don't think there's any going back and forth with it. I think it's going to be changed. Shout out to Redskins Review. He said, "Hope the Redskins don't drop the Native American logo because I lost his comment." Shout out to Juan Guy Talking Sports. Make sure you guys sub him up. Thank you for the donation. That's my guy. He said this blows Redskins Nation. I don't care. Just change the Skins. Washington Skins. Yeah, you can still keep the name. I mean, you can still kind of keep Washington Skins. You just have to take the red off, and then the logo is gonna have to change. So we have to find a different logo. That's something as well. You do have to change a different logo. So, Kyle said someone said the Washington Monuments. I'm dead. Yeah. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. Washington Rat Tails. I don't know if I want to be associated with a rat, so I don't know about that. Washington Blood Sharks. Washington Generals. Yeah, it's tough. Washington Capitals. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, the Chiefs should be changed too. Honestly, the Chiefs need to be the Florida State Seminoles. If they're going to keep that same energy, they got to change the Florida State Seminoles, the Chiefs. The Cleveland Indians. You look at the Cleveland Indians mascot. He has an actual red face. So they have to change a lot of things. A lot. It's not just the Redskins. I know the Redskins is we're always circled out. They always come for us. They always try to come for the Washington Redskins first. They've been doing this for years. But like I said, Cleveland Indians. They haven't gone after them like that. They barely go after them. There's other teams. I heard the Cowboys name was actually a stereotype name as well. I heard that was an offensive name as well. So There's a lot of ways you can go with this. There's a lot of names. There's a lot of teams that have to change their name. It's not just the Washington Redskins. So, somebody said the Florida State Seminoles are, but don't forget about the chant. They actually do that chant too. They do the little Warhawk chant. They say that is offensive. So there's a lot of things that go down. Yeah. Somebody said OMG, everything's offensive. That's what it is. That's nowadays. That's what it is. That's what it is. The culture has changed. The climate has changed. They're taking down statues. They're taking down Aunt Jemima. They're taking down Uncle Ben's. Everything is being changed now. This is how it is. It's how it is. It's how it is now. Everything's being changed. Yeah, Health of the Redskins song. Yeah, I know. Tajazi. Rest in peace to the HTTR song. We're going to just say hail to the Skins, hail victory. A lot's got to change. And a good question was brought up by my guy, Pedro Smith. He was like, he just ordered a Chase Young jersey. For all the people who just ordered stuff, and I'm going to get some gear this weekend too. I'm gonna definitely get some Redskins gear. Nike took all their stuff off of their website, So I'm definitely gonna get some gear. But he had a good question. He said, he ordered a Chase Young jersey. I don't know if you guys have ordered anything, but he ordered a Washington Redskins jersey, and he doesn't know, is he gonna get that jersey or not? Is he gonna get a different, name jersey on? Are they gonna wait to send the jersey? Like, what's gonna happen with this? I really hope they keep the colors with the new name, with the new team, with the new name. I really hope they keep the colors. I hope they keep everything as same as possible. Stop. I'm not as pissed as a lot of people because, like I said, you see the writings on the wall. The writings on the wall. Like I said, they taking down statues. NASCAR took down the Confederate flag. I'm not saying the Redskins name is anywhere near as offensive as the Confederate flag, but you just see everything. Like I said, Aunt Jemima, Uncle Ben's being taken off the shelves. All that stuff is being taken down. Everything's being taken down. Anything that has any hint of racism, stereotypes, anything's being taken down nowadays. All of it's being taken down. Everything's being changed. And they've been wanting Dan to change the name for a long time. It's been forever. Jesse Prescott said, as soon as I saw Aunt Jemima, Uncle Ben being taken, I knew the Redskins name. They've been headhunting. They've been headhunting for the Redskins. Somebody said the Redskins name is cursed. I kind of agree too. James Wilkins says Redskins name was cursed. We needed to change New Rivera, new era, New Rivera with exclamation points. And I was one of the people I kind of did think it was cursed. I'm not gonna lie, I really do, because like I said, the Alex Smith thing and all the injuries we've had the past year, we haven't won anything. We haven't won much. We've been to the playoffs in 2015. RG3, he was supposed to be the best thing for us in a long time. Of course, that goes from 100 to 0. So. Redskins may say the nation should be Washington Hennessy. So a lot of things that were supposed to go well for us have gone wrong. And there's one common denominator, in my opinion, and I feel like there was maybe somebody might have put a curse on us. Somebody might have put a hex on us. Darius Hogan, thank you for the donation. He said natives fits in song, keep logos, keep colors. Yeah, hail to the natives, hail victory. Braves on the world. That joint sounds terrible. It does. I'm not gonna lie. Anything else sounds terrible. The Hornets, they changed their name to the Pelicans, and that joint sounded terrible. Somebody said El Loki a singer. El Greco. Yeah, I used to sing back in the day, man. I did. I can hold a little note here and there. Somebody said DC Soldiers. Redskins Review said if they change the Maryland Redskins, they just don't want Redskins at all. If it's Maryland Redskins, Baltimore Redskins, they just don't want that name. Like I said, they've been headhunting for us for a long time. They've been headhunting. 2013, Dan made the state. I remember back in 2013, they were trying to make the Redskins change their name for a long time. They had the parades. The crazy thing is that Redskins Review said, I know it's a joke. The crazy thing is that Dan has given a lot of money to Native Americans. He gave a lot of money to reservations and different things like that. He really has. He's tried his best to keep the name. He has put a lot of money from what I've seen and heard. He has. Dan really wants to keep his name. Thank you for the donation. Lorenzo Robinson says, Washington Redskins potatoes. Oh, this whole thing is weird, but regardless, I'm still going to be a fan. Yeah, I hope they don't call us the Washington potatoes. We would be the laughing stock of the league, of the NFL. They call it the Washington potatoes. Shout out to Mike Lawrence using those cool badges and emojis. If you do want to become a channel member, you can. It is in one of my previous videos. It's not under the link in this one, but it's in one of my previous videos. P-Tash said Washington Blackfoot Tribe. No, it's not gonna be anything associated with Native American things or Indians. It's not gonna be anything like that. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be like Red Tails. It's gonna be something like it might be generals. It might be the defenders. It might be some Bobby Ortiz said Washington McLaurin's. It might be something like that. It's not going to be anything with a black foot. None of that stuff like that. It's not going to be anything like that. They're trying to really change this thing. They really are. They're trying to change it. And Roger Goodell made it. When Roger Goodell makes a statement, that's how you know it's over. It's a done deal. This is it. Some people think that Dan still has a chance of keeping the name, but it's not. Bubba Gump said Washington beans and rice. Yeah, it should be deja vu with the Bullets. They changed the Washington Bullets because of violence in DC. They changed it because of violence in DC. So they changed both our teams' names. Cav, thank you for the donation. He said, if Skins were winning, would this be an issue? Um, that's actually a good question. If we were winning games, maybe they would leave us alone. But like I said, the head hunting that people have been doing, like I said, Aunt Jemima, Uncle Ben's, the NASCAR with the Confederate flags, and the statues, Francis Scott Key and Christopher Columbus being torn down. I just think everything, like I said, the Cleveland Indians should be next. The Cleveland Indians, they should keep the same energy with all these other teams as well. Cleveland Indians, Florida State Seminoles, a lot of other teams are going to be having their names changed. But if we were winning, maybe, like you said, maybe they would have left us alone if we were winning. Maybe they might have, but they've been going after this for years. What's up, Pedro? Make sure you guys sub up my man's Pedro. Like I said, Pedro had the question. He said, if you order the Redskins jersey, like a Chase Young jersey, would you get a Redskins jersey? Are they going to send you a Redskins jersey? Are they going to put your order on hold? What are they going to do? AM Hunter, what's up, man? He said the change is coming. Keep color scheme, then add a spear or arrow. Washington Skins, DC Skins, hashtag HTTS, hashtag HTT, hell to the Skins. That's what it would be. Yeah, it would be very weird. Hashtag HTTS, very weird, very interesting. A lot's got to change. I'm going to still wear my gear. Man. Keller Jaw, thank you for the donation. He said, big fan, Washington Oilers. Sounds good. That's a tough one because we already had the Houston Oilers. So I don't know. Kyle said Washington broken fabulous. But Washington Oilers, I don't know if I'm feeling that one because, like I said, the Houston Oilers already had that. So I don't know if I'm feeling Washington Oilers. I haven't really heard anything that I like, honestly. I mean, Washington Bullets is my favorite, but they're not going to do that. Washington Glizzies maybe for DC or Washington. I think somebody said Washington Skins. A lot of people have said that. Washington Colonials, Alexander Spivey. That's not terrible. The Colonials is not terrible. Shout out to GW. Pedro said Washington Revolution, Washington Warriors, Washington Red Tails. Yeah, I've heard Red Tails. Because you still want the Redskins. You still want the hashtag HTTR. You want the HTTR in it. So that would still keep it. Mike Lawrence said, any chance they ban old gear at the stadium? That's a good question, too. That's why I'm saying, would you still wear your old gear? Are they going to really stop you from going into the stadium when things open back up? Are they going to stop you from wearing Redskins gear? Are they going to be like, hey, you're not allowed to wear this Redskins stuff in our stadium? Is that what FedEx is going to do? Are they going to have security at the stadium say, we're just not going to let you in? And that's tough. I don't think they're going to be able to do that. A lot of people, I feel like there might be a protest. I don't know if fans are going to go out and protest the name change at all. There's been protests for everything. There's been crazy disrespectful protests talking about bar lives matters. People protesting bars being closed. People protesting masks. So I don't know if fans are going to go out there and protest the name change. People might actually do that too. People might go outside of FedEx. I wouldn't be surprised if people came out outside of FedEx and were protesting the name change. People might do that too. Who knows? But like I said, I don't know if you guys are going to still wear your gear. When they do change the name, I'm gonna keep this up. I'm gonna have everything Redskins. It's gonna be vintage stuff. It's gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna be cool. Redskins stuff. It might be expensive. It might be expensive on eBay and different things like that. A Bell Ambrosio, thank you for the donation. He said Washington Ed Oliver. That's funny. Sonny Rosen, thank you for the donation. He said Washington Warhogs. HTT dub. Warhogs wouldn't be bad. Actually, Warhogs, it wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be bad. you would keep the same helmet. What my decision is, you got to keep the helmet. You got to keep the colors. You got to keep the helmet. And you would take the face of the Native American off. You probably put a hog in the middle of it. It might be ugly looking at first, but let's say Warhogs is terrible. Um, whatever the new design is gonna be, I really hope they keep the same design. In my opinion, I hope they keep the same design. I hope they don't really switch it up too much. Whatever the new name is gonna be, but Warhogs would be interesting. Because of the Hogs. That's the only reason why I give it a chance is because of the Hogs. The Hogs back in the day with our nasty offense. And rest in peace, Joe Bugle. Rest in peace, Joe Bugle, man. Rest in peace, Joe Bugle. Hell of an offensive line coach. He was just awesome. One of the GOATs. He should be in the Ring of Fame, Ring of Honor. He should be in the Hall of Fame, in my opinion. Rest in peace to Joe Bugle. Trevor Patch, thank you for the donation. He said Washington Rivermen. 2 syllables for the fight song. Keeps the R for HTTR. City on Potomac River. New coach Ron Rivera. So yeah, I mean, Washington Rivermen. That's interesting. There's not a lot of history. I guess there's some history to that. Washington Rivermen. That's interesting right there. I don't know about that one, but Potomac, City on the Potomac River, new coach Ron Rivera. Yeah, I mean Ron Rivera is the new coach. Yeah, 2020 is crazy, Pedro. It is. Washington Redmen. That's an interesting. I mean Rivermen. That's an interesting. Riverboat Ron. Okay, I get that. That has a little ring to it with Riverboat Ron. I get that. Okay, that's not terrible. I don't know if you're gonna change the color for that one. I don't know if you want to change the colors for that one, Trevor. Because Rivermen, it would. I guess you would think it would be blue if you talk about the river and the water and stuff like that. So, you would have to change the colors. And the crazy thing is they're doing this right before the season starts. I mean, the season starts. The season is planned to start in about a month. So I mean, you got to change everything. So I highly doubt they change the colors. I think they're gonna keep the colors. I think they're gonna change the name, but they're gonna keep the colors, and the design is gonna be very, very similar. Thank you, Albu Ho, for the donation. He says, Washington Reapers or Warhogs. I like both names. Reapers is sound that sounds a little weird. Warhogs isn't bad, but Reapers sounds a little weird. I don't know about that one. Jesse Prescott said Washington Cousins. Donald Trump was timed out. Yeah, Donald Trump's in the building, so I know he likes the name. Has this as Washington Phantom. Jordan Hunt said, I know Little Man ain't happy. Little Man, yeah, he's got, Eric Hill said Washington Moles. That's a very DC name. That's a very DC name. I do want to keep it with the DC culture. Cav, thank you for the donation. He said they can go back to the Braves. Yeah, that's probably what they're gonna do. I see them going back to the Washington Braves, and we won a lot of games as the Braves. We won a good amount of games as the Redskins too, but recently I feel like we have been cursed. Washington, they need to say get Trump out of here. Washington Braves wouldn't be bad. Hashtag HTTB instead of hashtag HTTR. Braves. You can keep it similar with the Braves though. You can keep it very similar. You can keep the what's that thing called? The tail or whatever, whatever that's, I don't know what I'm blanking on the name of that. The feather. You can keep the feather with Braves. I feel like, I just want to keep the same design, the same helmet and stuff like that. I just want to keep it. I don't want to change. I don't want the colors to be like blue and changing up and stuff. I don't want it to be too much different. I want it to be, he's a funny guy. He said Washington 69ers. Washington Braves. P Stat said Washington had smoke. Washington Braves, I'll be fine with that. Hashtag HCTB. That wouldn't be bad. Like I said, we have history with the Braves, so I wouldn't be mad at that one. I think every name right now is going to sound corny. It's going to sound corny. Every name is going to sound corny. Not every name is going to sound perfect right now. So, Eric Cornelius said point blank, too much history with the name Redskins will never be the same. Yeah, it won't. It won't be the same. It will not be the same. Like I said, everything is just going to sound corny. It is. Everything's going to sound corny. It's gonna take time to change. Like I said, like the Pelicans, the Bullets changed to the Wizards. Jonathan Patterson said DC Avengers. That wouldn't be bad. I know we all love the movie of the Avengers. That wouldn't be bad, but I think that would change the colors because Avengers you would think kind of red, white, and blue with the name, or with the colors. If you change it to the Avengers, you would kind of think red, white, and blue. So Pedro said Washington Red Wolves. That's not bad. Everything sounds kind of bad to be honest. It really does. It kind of sounds. Alexander Spivey says Washington IRS. Yeah, you can't mess with the I and the R and the S. They always get their money. That is true. HCC45 said, "Yo, Ed, no matter the name, it's up to the fans to make a new fan culture." That is true. I think it is. It might be time for a change. It might be time for a change because, like I said, I feel like we might have been cursed. We might have been cursed. Reuben Foster getting injured in freaking mini camp. Alex Smith breaking his leg. The same yard line. Basically the same time as too many similar things with the Alex Smith breaking his leg and Joe Theismann breaking his leg. Everything good that we've had has gone bad. RG3, the Kirk Cousins situation, and I don't know if it's because of the curse. I could be wrong with the curse, but like I said, everything that we have that is supposed to be good, it just somehow it crumbles away. Like RG3 was supposed to be the next big thing. It is what it is, and even Junior Gillette got freaking injured, in like the first. Like mini camp or something like that. So we've had a lot of bad things happen. Moderators. So I see you guys been kicking guys out of there. You guys been kicking a lot. My mods aren't playing around right now. We got 266 people in the chat. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up. So I guess we're here to vent about the name. The name is going to be changed, guys. There's no chance. I don't care what Dan wants to do. There's no way it's going to happen. It's getting changed, guys. I'm convinced the name's being changed. I think if you just joined the live, I think we all know. DK Chat, we can't do the Seminoles because people hate that name too. They're going to ask us to change that name as well. Eric Hill said Washington Disciples. Yeah, so the name's going to be changed. Ian Rappaport said it himself. He said the name is likely going to be changed. There's nothing we can do. Nike is not selling any more merchandise. FedEx has asked the Redskins to change the name as well. So even if Dan Snyder doesn't want to change the name, he's going to be forced to change the name. And now Roger Goodell has made a statement as well. Even Roger Goodell has spoken up now, saying that he is aware of the situation and that the name's in. And when Roger Goodell speaks, because I don't even think that the previous commissioner or Roger Goodell spoke back in 2013 when they were really trying to change it. So Valor Watts says Stephen A. Smith said that they will change it before the season. Yeah, Stephen A. Smith, he has actually been a reliable source for the Redskins. Or I'm not going to say a source, but he has been kind of right about the Redskins. And he has supported Dwayne Haskins. He did say Dwayne Haskins is going to be better than Danny Fumbles. So I do support Stephen A. Smith on his stance on the Redskins right now. So like I said, he supports Dwayne. He thinks Dwayne Haskins is going to be better than Danny Fumbles. So Philip said, these comments are coming in fast. He said the NFL will only act when the sponsors say so. Yeah, the FedEx. Yeah, that's money talks, man. Money talks. And the only way that Dan's going to change it is if, like I said, Nike's not selling any more merchandise. So that's a hit right there. Even though I wouldn't buy anything off Nike.com because the merchandise is way, way, way too expensive on Nike.com. Way, way too expensive. I always get my gear from like Marshalls, Burlington Coat Factory, stuff like that. That's where I get all my gear. It's usually cheap. It's legit. Nike, everything stitched on. I don't get a lot of jerseys from there, but I get most of the gear from like Marshalls, TJ Maxx. It's all legit stuff. I'm not about to buy anything from Nike.com. So honestly, Nike.com pulling their stuff, it didn't faze me. But if you look at the big picture, Nike.com taking off Redskins stuff that's a big move. That's a big move. Door Gunner said the FedEx CEO owns 10% of the team. Yeah, you're right about that. FedEx asking, that was a big step too. FedEx asking Dan to change the name, that was a huge, huge step. Mark Holmes is in the chat. Shout out my man's Mark Holmes. He's a terrible Cowgirls fan. He said, Dan, you guys just keep losing. Now lose your name. We're going to beat you guys next year. And like I said, this changing the name, it really might. I feel like there might have been a curse on the Redskins, so this really might actually help us out. There might have been a curse. Let's get to some more chats or some more comments in the chat. Barbie or Gary said Washington Royals. I don't want it to be any team name because there's the Kansas City Royals. So I don't want it to be. We can't go to Adidas because Nike is with the NFL. They have a contract with the NFL. So we can't go with Adidas. Um, Nike, what's gonna say? Yeah, Mark, we're gonna beat you guys next year. We're gonna beat you guys next year. We are. We're gonna beat you guys. We're gonna split next year. I gotta split. And Chase Young is coming for Dak Prescott. He's soft too. He's gonna fumble a lot. He's gonna fumble a lot. Chase Young, Montez Sweat. I'm telling you, we're coming for you guys. Your defense is weak. You got CeeDee Lamb, which is cool, but you got Aldon Smith, who hasn't played football since 2015. You got a bunch of jailbirds on your team. So y'all ain't winning nothing. Y'all gonna go 8-8. We're gonna beat y'all this year. I'm telling you, we're gonna beat y'all. Kyle Sturgeon said, "Yeah, there's the Atlanta Braves though." Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right about that. You're right about that. There is the Atlanta Braves. It is. I don't want to see the thing with the Warriors. The thing with the Warriors is Mark Holmes said you got to mix up the wins. Yeah, Carson Wentz is the fumbling machine, but every time we play Dak fumbled twice when we played y'all, and then when we beat y'all at home in 2018. Dak fumbled on the 1 yard line. We took it to the house with Ryan Kerrigan and Preston Smith. I think you were definitely at that game, so I know you remember that game because we beat y'all. So I know you and Mike were at that game, so we beat y'all. And Dak fumbled a couple of times. Yeah, the Braves, the Atlanta Braves. Yeah, so the Braves wouldn't be terrible. It wouldn't be terrible because we have been the Braves before, so that wouldn't be terrible. Apple Hill said the DC Warhawks again. AV Sports said Kyle Allen's not better than Dak Bortles. Fist Vegas is really mad. My mods have been blocking Fist Vegas. A lot of he just went on Twitter. He just my mods are undefeated. My mods are undefeated right now. They're not playing around with any Giants fans, any Cowboys fans, any Eagles fans. My mods are not playing around. I'm gonna try to keep my eye on the chat right now because Barnhart said give Mark Holmes a rinse. Mark is a great guy, man. Mark is a great guy. And yeah, Fisk, if you're still watching the chat, I'm gonna let you in. Sometimes you guys do get a little out of hand, and Fisk, sometimes you do be like you sound like you need to be drug tested because you think the Giants are gonna go 8-8 when the Giants are gonna win. The most amount of games the Giants are gonna win is about 5 games. They're not gonna win more than 8 games. Their offensive line is trash. Andrew Thomas is gonna get pancaked by Chase Young. The Giants are trash. Daniel Jones fumbles the ball way too much. Your defense is trash. DeAndre Baker got arrested. He might not even play. Your secondary is trash. Steve Sims lit them up. Terry McLaurin lit your secondary up. Judge Judy, yeah, HCTR 44. Joe Judge is terrible. Judge Judy, y'all don't even like your coach. Judge Judy is the worst coach in the league right now. So, I mean, y'all have no hope. You have Coach Clapp, Jason Garrett as your offensive coordinator. So the Giants have no hope. You have no hope. No hope for the Giants. You missed out on Chase Young. You're mad at that. You missed out on Ron Rivera. You're mad at us for that. Y'all are salty right now. Y'all are salty. Andrew Thomas is going to be the next Eric Flowers. I'm telling you. He's going to be the next Eric Flowers. He's Eric Flowers 2.0. I'm telling you. Yeah, I see. Yeah. Everybody's trolling the Redskins right now. All the Eagles YouTubers and everybody's trying to troll us right now. They said Washington Bobcats. But the Giants are gonna be trash. Even Nick Wright said it. 2-14. They're gonna be 2-14. The Giants are terrible. They've been bad for years. They're gonna be awful. They didn't get better this year. They got James Bradbury. He's gonna get cooked. Even the kicker, Alec Rosas, got freaking arrested. Even the kicker got arrested. They had a terrible year. Key himself, thank you for the donation. He said, but they started blocking. Key himself said, thank you for the donation. He said, Ed, I sent your son an early birthday gift to Element, and it got returned to me. Are you no longer there? I'll talk to you offline about that, Key. I got you on Twitter, so I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you about that. I got you on Twitter. I think I got you on Twitter. I'll talk to you about that, Key. I'll talk to you about that. Let's see here. Washington Red Spears, Eagles Clip said, what do you think the Redskins will change their name to? Yeah, Eagles Clips. We've been talking about that. I think Washington Braves sounds more realistic. I think Washington said Washington Hundo Bills. I think Washington Braves is more realistic. Washington Braves is more realistic, honestly, because we were the Braves in the past. So Splitzer said Bad Dog Sports give me a headache. Is Bad Dog in the chat? I haven't seen him in the chat. if you see, I'll say if you see Bad Dog in the chat, don't block him. Don't block Mark Holmes. Don't block those guys. You know, if they're fans of Giants and Cowboys, if they do get a little out of hand, then you can block them. But if you see Bad Dog in the chat, if you see Mark Holmes in the chat, you don't have to block those guys. You don't have to block those guys. They're cool. We have good, respectful trash talk. You don't have to block those guys. We got another donation here. Henry Birch said Washington Hounds. Darius Hogan said Washington Diamonds. LOL. The life and times of the unconventional. Thank you for the donation. He said DC soldiers, hell to our soldiers, fight for old DC. FF. Thank you for the donation. He said, yeah, hell to the soldiers. Soldiers wouldn't be terrible. Soldiers wouldn't be terrible. That wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be bad. I've heard a lot of people saying Washington Red Tails because of the Tuskegee Airmen, and you still keep the HTTR. You still keep the HTTR with the Washington Red Tails. So it's a lot of history, a lot of good history with it. So that wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't mind Washington Red Tails. Washington Braves wouldn't be bad. Washington Hogs, I don't know about that, but yeah, soldiers isn't terrible. That's not terrible. Jack Fleming said just steal the DC Defenders. I got a feeling they might do that, or they might do that. They're probably gonna do the weirdest name ever. I'm telling you, it's gonna be something that we don't even know about. It's gonna be something weird. It's gonna be something really, really weird. I'm telling you. Oscar Josue Montel, thank you for the donation. He said Washington coins. No, I don't see it being Washington coins. Nah, not change. I don't see this being Washington coins. I doubt that, especially with money. You know, I don't think it would be. I don't think it's gonna be Washington coins. I think it would be something else. Washington Generals. Joey TJ said Washington be completely something off topic like the Wizards. It's gonna be something weird. It's gonna be something that we won't even think about. It's gonna be something really weird. It's gonna be something stupid. Me 703 said Washington Warriors. A lot of people saying Warriors, and I don't think it will be that because the NBA. The NBA has the Warriors, and it's too similar. It's way too similar. Philip Pascal said Washington Presidents. I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna be that. I get the political aspect, but I don't think Washington Presidents will be the name. That'd be terrible. Ray Jr. said Washington Red Spears. Because you want to keep the hashtag HCTR with it, but I think we should keep the colors, whatever happens. Landry Balvin, thank you for the donation. He said Washington Vipers. That's not terrible. Hell to the Vipers. Hell to the Redskins. Hell victory. Washington Vipers. That is different. That would be really random because that has nothing to do with DC. So it might be something like that. It might be. Tommy T said there's a Giants in baseball and football. That is true. That is true. That is true as well. But at the same time, the Warriors are too. It's just they're a mainstream team right now. The Warriors are a championship team. So when you Google Warriors, because when you Google Redskins, you already know what it is. When you Google the Warriors, it's gonna say Golden State every time. You know, when we Google something, we want it to be just come up as the Redskins, you know, or the Washington team. You know, we don't want to. If you Google Warriors, like I said, it's gonna come up as Golden State. That's what's gonna happen. So, the Warriors are just too important in sports right now. We wouldn't even be a thought really if they name us the Warriors, because everybody would talk about the Golden State Warriors. That's how it would be, honestly. So a lot of people are saying Warriors, but I wouldn't go with Warriors. Road Warriors, maybe. Washington Road Warriors, maybe we could go with that. Somebody said red beans and rice. Yeah, you guys are crazy with the comments with the you guys are crazy. AM Hunter said it has to be a name similar like HCTR, Red Tails, Red Spears, Red Hogs. Red Spears, Red Tails, most likely. Blazing 21 said I would like a red, white, and blue theme. Yeah, the thing is, I don't know if they have enough time. The season's supposed to start next month. If it does start. If it does, and hear me out. This is my proposal for the season. This is what I think is going to happen with the season, because a lot of people are like, oh, they don't know if the season's going to happen or not. I think the season will happen. I think it's going to be no fans. I think the season will happen. I think there will be 0 preseason games. They say 2 preseason games right now. There might be 2 preseason games, but I could see the whole preseason being canceled. I could definitely see that happening. This is my proposal, because It's going to get cold, of course, in November and December. That's flu season. It's going to get a second wave might happen. So I think they should reduce the amount of games, and I would hate to see that happen. But I think somebody's funny said there's no fans at FedEx Field anyways. That was true last year. That was true. The tickets were $4.99 for the Lions game. A Popeye's chicken sandwich cost more than the freaking tickets. It was terrible. It was terrible. But I think what's going to happen, I think the game's going to be reduced. I think it's going to be 10 games instead of 16. I think the playoffs is going to go back from 7 to 6 teams in each conference. I think it's going to be 10 games. It's going to be very quick. My mom-in-law said a Washington blanket Lola. She's funny. Keeps out said Washington Bulldogs. Washington Bulldogs. I don't know about that one either, man. Bulldogs. I don't know about that one. Heartbeat Jose said the Washington Thunder. You already got the Oklahoma City Thunder, and I know there can be multiple teams in each league with the same name, but I'm not sure about the Thunders. Washington Trojans, you got USC. That's not bad. Washington Trojans not bad. I think you can still keep the same colors with Washington Trojans. I think you can keep the same colors. Kid XC is definitely not going to be the Indians. They're trying to get away from that. It's definitely not going to be the Indians. They're changing that. They're trying to get as far away from that as possible. So that's not gonna happen. Mr. Gray said Trojans, white guys, racist. Let's see here. Washington Lightning, the Washington Monuments. Like I said, my mods are not playing around today. Oscar Josue Montel said Washington Legends. That's possible. But yeah, it's happening, guys. We're witnessing history now. 2020 has a lot of history, a lot of bad history in it. So Pedro said they need to keep the burgundy and gold. They got to keep the burgundy and gold. You got to keep the burgundy and gold. No matter what happens, I hope they keep the colors. And it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot to change the colors. Washington Riverboat Run. I've seen that. Washington Tribes. Sapilo said Washington SGW Mobs. Nah. Jay Verg said football's done. I think, like I said, I think we're gonna have a season. I do. I'm optimistic. I think they're gonna have a season. I really pray they have a season. Big John said I'm tired of all this. We need a black, yes, gospel. Yeah, gospel go-go. Yeah, Washington go-go. That could be a name too. They have the Capital City go-go. Could be the Washington go-go for DC. We do need a black alternate jersey. I would love that. We do need a black alternate jersey. I would love that. All white jerseys need to come back. Breaking. Yeah. The chat is crazy today. It is crazy today. People are going crazy today in the chat. G-Man said Redskins open official thorough review. Yeah, we've already talked about that. That is news. That did happen this morning. If you live under a rock, there's been a review, of course, that just started. If you remember in 2013, Dan Snyder said he will never change the name. You can put that in all caps. Dan Snyder said that himself. Now he's being forced to, and I think it's out of Aaron Kelly. You're a funny guy. What was I going to say? It's out of Dan's hands. It's out of Dan's hands. It's not. I don't think it's up to him anymore. I think people are going to people are headhunting right now. FedEx asking them to change. Nike's not selling the uniforms anymore. Any gear. Sponsors are going to pull out. It is what it is. This is going to happen. This is, like I said, in 2020, this is what's going on. Everything's being protested. Uncle Ben's, Rice, Aunt Jemima, like I said before, everything is being Aaron Kelly, you're a funny guy. Somebody said Washington Looters. Washington Mumbo Sauce. I did say that, Ivan Madrano. We did say that. Washington Mumbo Sauce because of the DC culture. Thomas Wright said Washington Skins with the arrow back on the helmet. That's what I think it should be. That a lot of people have said that too. A lot of people said, Abel and Brocho, what are my thoughts on preseason being shortened? It sucks. It sucks for the guys like Steven Sims. It sucks for those guys because without preseason, those are the guys that need it the most. Like guys like Steven Sims, Cam Sims. I mean, Steven Sims, he's already making a roster. What I mean is how last year Steven Sims barely made the roster. Steven Sims only made the roster because of the preseason. That's the only reason why he made a roster. So guys like that, who are fighting for a roster spot, undrafted guys, it sucks for them. It's shortened preseason. It really sucks for those guys. And they're not going to bring 90 guys to camp anymore. They're not going to bring 90 guys to camp. Now they're only going to bring 53 guys make a roster. They might even just start cutting guys and only bring who they think is going to make the roster. They might not even have tryouts anymore. Honestly, they really might not. Or they might just have camp bodies, as we call it, and then just start putting guys so they don't even think they're going to make the roster. Just put them on the practice squad because, like I said, the guy David Bada that we signed from Germany, they're probably going to send him home. Because he's not going to make the roster. He's a camp body. So they're probably going to bring 70 guys to camp, and that's it. So it really sucks for those guys, those undrafted guys, like I said, a Steve Sims from last year or Cam Sims, guys who are really fighting to make the roster. But 2 less preseason games, in my opinion, I think it was leaning towards that because they want to have 18 games in about 2022. So I think it was leaning towards that anyway. But I think they're gonna cancel all the preseason. I don't think there's gonna be preseason at all. I don't see it happening, and I think they're just gonna start the season. I think they're gonna reduce the games from 16 to 10. They're gonna make it less games. That's my opinion on it, and we'll see what happens. But I don't think there's gonna be any preseason games. I know people hate the preseason anyway. Me being a Redskins fan, just being a fan of football, I don't care. I would watch preseason. I would watch anything. It was so bad. It's been so bad for me. I was watching cornhole the other day. I just want some live sports. I'm desperate. I don't know about you guys, but I just want to watch live sports. I was watching cornhole the other day. It was that bad. Watching bowling, because it's live. It's been that bad. I just want to see something. I can't wait for the NBA to come back. I hope that doesn't get canceled. So that's my take on preseason. I think the whole preseason is going to be wiped out this year, in my opinion. Anyway, that's what I think. Key himself said, "Hey, start watching Boston." Yeah, I know UFC was going on. I think there are some boxing matches that are supposed to be happening. So, but other than that, I'm just really a basketball and football guy. I'm a basketball and football guy. Maybe watch baseball in the playoffs. I know they're playing Korean baseball. They're playing soccer overseas. So, I think the season should be able to happen, though, in my opinion. Let's get back to the comments here. Somebody said Washington Bullets. I did say that. Washington Bandits. Splittery, that's too sensitive. You cannot say Washington Bandits because they're going to say that you're stealing and things like that. You cannot say Washington Bandits. That would be banned as well because it's promoting stealing. It's promoting stealing. So that is that's a bad. That would not be a good mascot at all. You gotta think now in 2020. It's got to be something that is not sensitive at all. So Washington Bandits would not work at all. G-Man said Washington natives. 1,000 subs with no videos. Make sure you guys sub him up. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button. I see a good amount of people in the chat right now because it's crazy, man. I'm telling you, it really is. This is crazy. I'm not gonna say I never thought they were gonna change the name, but I didn't think it was gonna happen so quickly. But like I said, when you saw what happened with Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben's, Rice, and all the things like that, that's just how it goes. Everything's being changed nowadays. Everything's being changed. Some Native Americans say it's a racist name. Some people don't. And guys in the chat, be very mindful of who you guys are suspending and be mindful of it. If they are cursing, then sure, okay, you can hide the comment, that's fine. But if it is, if it's like a Giants fan or somebody, you don't have to block them and hide them so quickly. So just be mindful of it. I know you guys, mods, you're doing a great job. We might as well be calling the Washington mods because my mods are going crazy right now, blocking people left and right. Dennis Hale said, "Is it true that the Nike online store took out all the Redskins gear?" Yes, they did. Now I haven't been to the mall yet. I haven't been. Actually, I went to the mall one time, but I haven't been. So Nike has taken all Redskins gear down. They have. They've taken all Redskins gear down. They have taken all gear has been taken off the Redskins site. Now in malls, like say if you go to a Modell's or a Champs Sports and stuff like that, Redskins gear is probably still in there. Now, if they start removing the gear from stores before the name is officially changed, then that's crazy as well. Then that's a done deal. I already think it's a done deal already. Like I said, Aaron Rappaport already said it's likely that they're changing the name. I think it's a done deal. I think there's nothing that Dan can do. My wife said Washington Red Scouts. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Washington Redskins, ACTR for life. Like I said, I'm still gonna wear my gear. I'm gonna still rock my gear. And somebody said, in the future, if you want to go to a game, are they gonna stop you from coming into the game because you're wearing a Redskins jersey or you're wearing a Redskins hat? Are they gonna stop you from? Chris Securious said Nike done messed up. Yeah, and a lot of people are saying, Nike, they have sweatshops, and the way they run their company is not the best way. I'm a Nike guy. I already got a Nike shirt on. Most of the things I wear is Nike. I don't really wear Adidas and Under Armour and stuff like that. My usual go-to is Nike. But keep themselves to the Washington Sag Decks. But Nike, they have a lot of sweatshops, and the way they run their business is not the best. They gotta be honest with themselves too. There's a lot of things that they need to change too. They're not innocent either. So they're really not. They're not innocent either. Yeah, Slasher said I'm not gonna stop wearing Washington Redskins merchandise. I'm gonna still wear Redskins gear. I'm gonna still wear Redskins gear all the time. All the time. I'm gonna wear it. I have a Redskins freaking mask for this freaking virus. I have a Redskins mask. And I'm still gonna wear the Redskins mask all the time. Hopefully we won't have to wear it for the next year or two, but I'm gonna still wear the mask, of course. Chiefs fans said Washington Renegades. Cassie said, I saw a joint where it was the Washington Rebels and the jerseys were maroon and let me see, I lost his comment. Were maroon, red, and black. That wouldn't be terrible. Bubblegum said DC stimulus checks. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get another stimulus check. I really don't. I don't see any more stimulus checks coming because everything is open back up, but I don't see a stimulus check. I don't see another one coming. I think we're done with stimulus checks for a little while. So Thomas Rush said Washington Predators. Chris Securious said Washington Hearts, Washington Senators. Dorian Gray said Washington Rush. DKJ said we'll get through this. The Washington Bullets got through it. Charlotte got through it. Yeah, the Pelicans changed their name. The Washington Bullets, we had to change our name to the Wizards. So it's going to change. It's going to change. A lot of stuff's going to change. We're supposed to get a new stadium name. Rashi said smart move to change the name. The apparel's going to sell it. It is going to sell. Like I said, this weekend I'm going to buy some gear myself. I'm gonna buy some gear myself for sure. I'm definitely gonna buy some gear. Like I said, it's not gonna be on Nike.com obviously, but Key himself said another stimulus check could be coming September 1st. Okay, who knows? Yeah, you never know. There could be another stimulus check coming. There could be another one coming. There could be one coming. Who knows? There could be one coming. So, what I was gonna say, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get some gear this weekend. I'm gonna get some gear because I got a feeling before, and especially with July 4th and Independence Day, I think they want to make a statement doing this on the holiday. I think what they're going to do this tomorrow. They're going to announce the change in it. You just know how the NFL is and how people are. They want to make a big splash. They want to make a huge splash. Watch. They're going to make an example out of this, and they're going to change the name on the holiday tomorrow. We're going to get a big announcement that they have officially changed the name. That's what's going to happen. July 4th, Independence Day, I could just see it happening. It's too predictable. It's way too predictable. Pedro Smith said, my Chase Young jersey about to be worth so much in 10 years. Yeah, it could be. It could be. All Redskins gear is going to be a lot of money. Sell it on eBay. Sell it on whatever. It's going to Poshmark, whatever you want to sell it on. Sell it on the streets, on the corners. It could be a lot of money. It really could be. Washington Redskins gear could be a lot of money. It really could be. I'm definitely going to buy a good amount of gear this weekend. I'm going to go to... I'm not gonna, I'm gonna go to probably Burlington Coat Factory and Marshalls and TJ Maxx. They have a lot of skins gear. I'm telling you. I'm not gonna tell you my secret spot where I usually go to get skins gear, but NFL Shop still has our stuff up. They also have 30% off special. Really? Wow, 30% off special on NFL Shop. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. I did not know that. 30% off on NFL Shop. So if you are a Redskins fan, if you want to get some gear before they change this name, because the name is going to change, guys. It is what it is. It's going to change. There's nothing that Dan can do. So it's going to change. It's going to change. Like I said, I really feel like they're going to change the name tomorrow on the holiday. Today's the 3rd, right? So yeah, it's going to be on the holiday. They're going to change it. They're going to make a big announcement. It's going to be Independence Day. Like I said, they just really want to make a big example out of the Washington Redskins, and they have their big opportunity now to do it on American Independence Day. So that's what's going to happen. Let's see. I'm going to get off in like 5 minutes real quick. This chat has been crazy. 300 people in the live already. And a lot of people are upset. A lot of people are saying, they won't be fans after the name is changed. I'm still going to be a fan. I'm sorry. I cannot root for a different team. Some people said they would be a Ravens fan or something. I can't do that. I just can't jump ship like that. It's just not my blood. I cannot change teams. I can't do that. Some people said they would just be a Redskins, just a fan of football. Brian Harden said, I got a ton of new era Redskins gear. Did you just get it today, Brian Harden? Shout out to Brian Harden. He's a channel member. Did you just get it today? But actually, if they do have that DC draft hat, I might have to get that. If they have that 30% off, that's crazy. That'd be lit. Let's see. Nothing. Larry Pearson said nothing says they can't sell skins gear in the future and call it throwbacks. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't. But of course, Nike, they took it offline. NFL.com is definitely gonna take it offline. I'm surprised they still have it on right now. They're definitely gonna take it down. If not today, then tomorrow. They definitely will take it down. Somebody else had a comment that I saw. I was gonna read it, but I can't find it now. Oh, Anthony Mazzato. He said, Ed, I understand why old school Redskins fans are upset because of the name change, but they have to understand that the term is derogatory for Native Americans and American Indians. Yeah, I understand. A lot of Native Americans say it's a derogatory term, which it is. And there's Native Americans who say it's a term that actually motivates them or a cool term. So it's really kind of split. They did a poll on it, and it's really weird. There was a poll that said 80% of Native Americans didn't mind the name. So that came out in 2015 or something like that. So somebody said they kicked out Bad Dog and Mark Holmes. Like I said, guys, you don't have to kick out Mark Holmes and Bad Dog. Don't kick those guys out, man. It's too late now, but you already kicked them out. So the next stream, if people come in and it's Mark Holmes and Bad Dog and Fisk, you don't have to kick them out. You don't. I understand. I know we don't want the Smurfs, the bum Giants in here, and the Cowgirls in here, and the bum Eagles, the Beagles. I get that. But you don't have to block them. Sapilo said, when is the next NFC East roundtable? Yeah, we definitely should do another. We got a lot to say. We got a lot to talk about now. Let's see here. Nathan Falls said, nah, kick fist. Kyle Stern said, what about the Washington Redskins? I like the red stick. No, I don't want that. That'd be terrible. Let's see here. Like I said, Giants fans, Keith himself said Giants are closet skins fans. Giants love it. The Giants, they love all the moves that we made. The Giants wanted, they wanted Chase Young. The Giants wanted Ron Rivera. Giants fans are very salty. They're very salty. They wanted Ron Rivera and you end up with Judge Judy. That's terrible. That's terrible. Let's see here. Washington Crusaders. Ultimate says they're Washington Crusaders. Anthony Mazzato said, Ed, I want your opinion on the name. I saw Redskins reviewing here. So he said, what about the Reds and keep the R logo? That wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be bad. The Washington Reds. Yeah, supposed to be Judge Judy. They wanted Ron Rivera, and they ended up with Judge Judy. So that's terrible. The Giants had the worst offseason, in my opinion. They had the worst offseason, in my opinion. They had the worst one. DeAndre Baker getting arrested. The kicker getting arrested for a DUI. They had the worst offseason. They didn't get any better, in my opinion. They really didn't. They didn't get much better. Danny fumbles, still has fumbling problems. I don't see them getting better. So I see them going about 5-11, 4-12, in my opinion. That's what I see them doing. Matt Gamer said, can't believe it's coming to this. Yeah, it's changed, man. It's 2020. It's 2020. This is what's happening, man. It's 2020. Statues being taken down. Like I said, Aunt Jemima, Uncle Ben's, everything's being changed, man. Everything's being changed. It's 2020. Anything that's offensive is being taken away. It's being changed. You just got to be ready for the culture. That's how it is. People are getting canceled left and right. Cancel culture. People are getting, canceled left and right. But they've been trying to get the Redskins down for years. This is their huge opportunity, and people are very happy. People are excited and happy as much. I know Redskins fans aren't happy about this, but a lot of people are very happy about this. They've been waiting for years to take this down. Dwayne Haskins. Dwayne Haskins is in the chat. Dwayne Haskins is in the house. What's up, Dwayne Haskins? My guy, I see you've been working out. You lost 10 pounds. You were working out with Terrell Owens. You were working out with Antonio Clown. You were working out with Chad Ochocinco, Jerry Jeudy. Everybody was a good receiver. Dwayne Haskins has been working out with this all season. Dwayne Haskins he's improved a lot. I can't wait to see Dwayne Haskins play this year. I can't wait to see it. Lost 10 pounds. Very dynamic. Let's see here. But like I said, I mean, the name might be cursed. It really might be cursed. It really might. Like I said, I said this earlier in the video. The injuries, the amount of injuries that we've suffered in the previous years, it's something that's just different. It's just different. And like I said, Alex Smith being injured on that same yard. What name do I like? I like the Bullets. I really wanted to be Washington Bullets. I wanted to be Bullets. Ryan, you said the field is cursed. Yeah, I mean, you look at the sign. You see RG3, his leg, torn ACL like that. You see what happened with Reuben Foster. You see what happened with Alex Smith. We were on our way to the playoffs, and he breaks his leg. Just like Joe Theismann. Weird things that has happened to this franchise that shouldn't happen. It really has. It really has, and it's stuff that you really can't explain. To be honest with you, the Redskins. There's a lot of games that we really should have won, and weird things have happened. And Sean Taylor, yeah, rest in peace, Sean. Things like that have happened to this team that happens to nobody else. Who can you say? What other team has had their best player be shot and killed? Rest in peace to Sean Taylor. What other team has had that happen to them? The Redskins. Things like that happen to us, man. I'm sorry. This and we'll see if the name changes and things get better. Then say we win the Super Bowl in the next 3 years. I just had to drink some of the secret stuff. We'll see the next 3. If we win the Super Bowl after the changing the name in the next 3 years with Ron Rivera, Chase Young, then yeah, hey, if the name might have been cursed. Oh my gosh, that might be the real Dwayne Haskins. DH Simba 7. Oh my gosh, that might be the real Dwayne Haskins. That might be the real Dwayne Haskins. He might be in the chat. Oh my gosh, the real Dwayne Haskins might be in the chat. So here we go. I mean, we'll see when they change the name. And let's see if we possibly win the Super Bowl in the next 3 years, then it really might be. It might have been a curse. So, but yeah, rest in peace, Sean Taylor. Like I said, things that don't happen to other teams happen to us. Something weird and crazy always happens to the Redskins. Always, I'm telling you, just the weirdest stuff happens to the Redskins. Let's see here. So we got 2 Dwayne Haskins in the chat. Will the real Dwayne Haskins stand up? Key himself said, "Hey, change your name. The Bills might see you." Brent Collins said the real Dwayne Haskins. Ken Starr said Washington Reds jackets. But all right, guys, I'm gonna sign out, man. It's been lit. 321 people in the chat. Shout out to the mods again. Y'all have been blocking people left and right. Alexander Wilson, thank you for the donation. He said the name isn't cursed. The team is just a bad organization. They had an awful training staff. Dan picked RG3 over Kyle LaFleur. Terrible. Yeah, I know, but I get that. But RG3 was supposed to be really good, man. He was really good. And, the way he just got injured was just kind of weird to me. Haloti nodded with the dirty hit. And then, he re-injures his leg. He was supposed to be the best thing. He was rookie of the year. RG3 had a great future. You see the things, honestly, I like Lamar Jackson. I do, but when I look at Lamar Jackson, I feel like he does similar things that RG3 did. That's why, and I'm a Lamar Jackson fan. I am. But I feel like RG3 was already doing a lot of things that Lamar did this year, in my opinion. I really do. And people are hyping up Lamar Jackson. People hyped up RG3 as well. RG3 was really supposed to be the next big thing. The guy was ridiculously fast. He was changing the game. RG3 was changing the game. But it is what it is. We got to move on from that. And, like I said, it wasn't just RG3. I talked about Alex Smith. Alex Smith being injured on the same yard line as Joe Theismann, the same injury, is weird stuff that you really can't explain. It's eerie, creepy stuff that you can't explain. I'm not going to say the curse had something to do with Sean Taylor being shot and killed. But like I said, things that happen to different teams, things that happen to Redskins don't really happen to other franchises. You know, and Dan Snyder, maybe that might have been part of the curse too. Is hey, we're gonna bring in Dan Snyder, one of the worst owners in the history of sports. We're gonna bring him in, and you know, bad things are gonna happen. You know, that could have happened. Who knows? But if they change the name, maybe better things will happen. Maybe you know. Thanks again for the donation, Alexander Wilson. Dan empowered RG3 over the coaching staff, in which he got the read option taken out of the playbook. The offense that made him a star, terrible. Yeah, Dan handled the situation terribly. They actually there was an interview with RG3 the other day that came out. Aaron Kelly, you're a funny guy. There was an interview with RG3 and John Kime talking about the situation where Mike Shanahan and Dan Snyder didn't get along. We all know the story now, but RG3 just wasn't a pocket passer, so you know he started doing that instead of using his legs and his arm, you know, and he did that, and he rushed back. He really rushed back. He rushed back. You know, he would have taken a year because an ACL injury is nothing to play with. It's nothing to play with. And he came back real quick. Let's see here. All right, I see a lot of comments here. I'm trying to get to them. Matt Devereaux says, time for the name to go. Same with the Chiefs. It's 2020, time to come into the 21st century with modern attitudes. Yeah, I think, everybody needs to change the name. Cleveland Indians, the Chiefs, the Florida State Seminoles, they all need to change their name. But yeah, Alex, the offense that made him start, yes, it was terrible. It was terrible how it was handled. But like I said, the way the injuries happened, it was just, you know, I feel like it was a curse. I really do. I feel it was a curse. You know, so I think everything we get good just turns into nothing. It ends up turning into nothing. It goes from 100 to 0 very quickly. Once again, rest in peace to Joe Bugle. He should be in the Hall of Fame. Should be in the Ring of Fame if he's not already. Rest in peace to Joe Bugle. Clover 902. When do you think the Redskins will change their name? Like I said, I think it's going to change. I think it's going to change tomorrow on Independence Day. I think it's going to change on Independence Day. I think they're going to make a big statement. I think a lot of people want it to happen on that day. I really do, and I think it would be nothing more national news to happen than that happened on Independence Day in America. So, especially with the Native Americans, it just makes too much sense for it to happen. It's just too predictable. Like I said, I think it's going to happen tomorrow. I think it's moving a lot faster than what people thought. I think it's going to happen tomorrow. I think, like I said, I would bet money that it happens tomorrow. I really would. I think it's going to happen tomorrow. I might go live when it happens tomorrow. I might go live. You know, like I said, I might be lighting up fireworks and whatnot. It's like I won't be lighting any fireworks. But like I said, if you are lighting fireworks tomorrow, please be safe. Don't be like former Giant. You know, Giants are always doing dumb stuff. Don't be like Jason Pierre-Paul and blow off your fingers. Don't be like Plaxico Burress and shoot yourself in the thigh. Don't be like a New York Giant. Be safe on Independence Day tomorrow. If you are lighting up fireworks, people have been lighting up fireworks for the past 2 weeks, past month, honestly. They've been lighting up fireworks for the past month, for real. Really, seriously. Actually, the whole summer. Really, the past month, they've been lighting up fireworks. So please be safe tomorrow. I think they're going to change the name tomorrow, Independence Day. I'm gonna get to a few comments before I get out. Balls like 365, keep the same colors, but Washington Warriors. I want to keep the same colors as well. Alexander Wilson, thank you for the donation again. He said 100% of the bad stuff is Dan's fault. Don't forget how terrible the field is. Skins HQ and Ashburn are one of the worst in the league. They used to practice. Yeah, the field is terrible. The field is awful. It is. It's really bad. Like I said, maybe part of the curse was we're going to give you one of the worst owners in sports. We're gonna give you one of the worst owners in sports. You're gonna have RG3. You're gonna have a great quarterback just to give you a tease, just to tease Redskins fans. That's part of the curse. Just to tease Redskins fans. We're gonna give you RG3. He's gonna get hurt after 1 year. We're gonna give you Kirk Cousins. He's gonna go back and forth with Bruce Allen. We're gonna give you Bruce Allen as a GM. That's one of the curses too. We're gonna give you Albert Haynesworth. We're gonna just do numerous things to curse the Redskins. You know. Alexander Wilson, thank you for the donation again. He said in a basketball court when it rained. Um, AM Hunter, thank you for the donation. Thank you for being a channel member as well. That's my guy. I love his I love his profile picture. It says Dallas sucks, and if you look at it, you see what it is. Dwayne Haddon said, "Don't worry, guys, I'll demand a trade." AM Hunter said, "No Florida, no FSU. I'm in double trouble." Errol, yeah, if you're a Florida State fan, I think they're going to change the Seminoles as well. They're going to change the Seminoles as well. So, movie hoods, yeah, a lot of teams wish they had three. I was just thinking it to myself. A lot of teams wish they had 3 Super Bowl rings. There's a lot of teams that don't have 3 Super Bowl rings. I'm telling you, Eagles got to catch up. A lot of teams got to catch up. Eagles got to catch up. The Ravens got to catch up to 3 rings. A lot of teams don't have 3 rings. A lot of teams that don't have 3 rings at all. So we are in an upper class of the NFL, in my opinion. I know we had a rough 20 years, but a lot of teams don't have. A lot of teams cannot say they have even 1 ring. The Bengals have 0 rings. The Browns have 0 rings. A lot of teams don't even have 1 Super Bowl ring. So we have 3 Super Bowl rings. We can always flaunt those rings around, man. You don't have 3 rings. We got 3 rings, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, the LGRW. The Titans have 0 rings. There's a lot of teams with 0 rings. There's a lot of teams with no rings at all. A lot of teams with no rings. We have 3 of those things. So Lions have no rings. I don't think the Lions have ever been to a Super Bowl. The Bills, we've dominated the Bills. The Bills don't have 3 rings. The Dolphins don't have 3 rings. I can go on and on and on about the teams that don't have as many rings as the Redskins. The Panthers have 0 rings. Texans, yeah, there you go. So the Redskins, we have 3 rings. We have something we can hang our hat on. We dominated the early 90s and the 80s. We dominated. Browns, yeah, Falcons. The list goes on and on, I'm telling you. So, but yeah, I'm going to sign off once again. Movie Hood, you're a funny guy. He said 3 Russian rings. We still have many rings. We still have more rings than anybody else. Let's see here. But we still yeah, shout out to the Mars once again. Once again, you guys have been great, man. You guys have been great. BJ the GOAT, what's up, man? You guys have been great, man. Definitely stepping in. Shout out to the mods once again. G-Man, yeah, we haven't won in 2 decades. Y'all haven't done squad either. Ever since y'all did that boat thing with Odell, y'all have been trash. Ever since you guys went on the boat with Odell, that was a weird questionable picture too. You guys look very zesty on that boat. You guys look really weird. JQ, thank you for the donation. He said, "I'm indigenous and I'm not for the change." Yeah, like I said, it's very questionable. It's very questionable. I mean, like I said, I would like to keep the name. I wouldn't mind keeping the name, but like I said, if it does offend Native Americans, then yeah, it is what it is. If Native Americans say it's offensive, then I understand. I get it. They want a name change, but there's a lot of Native Americans like yourself that don't want the name change. So it's very back and forth, So Anthony, shout out to Brent Collins. He said Red Stars. Somebody had one more question. I'm gonna head out. G-Man said Cowboys are sexist changes. Yeah, Cowboys can be offensive too. There's ways to look at that name and say it's offensive. There's ways you can look at it. G-Man tapes it. He said, "I don't agree with changing the name. Native Americans don't say it's offensive." Yeah, there's a lot of Native Americans that don't say it's offensive. That say it's not offensive. So it's like I said, there's a lot of head hunting in 2020. They want to change everything. A lot of things want to be changed. Anthony Mazzardo said, "I want your opinion before you go. Here's a good name for your team when they change it tomorrow. The Washington Revolutionaries. And your mask, it could be George Washington with a musket. That would probably be offensive. They'd probably find a way to make that offensive too, honestly. So, Herrera Journey said the Washington Black Lives Matter. Sticky Ninja, shout out to Sticky Ninja. He said, "Why don't we change the logo to a potato?" Nah, that would be silly. No potatoes. But all right, y'all, it's been fun. I've got a lot of people came through in this chat, man. And this was an impromptu chat. This was something out of nowhere. Oscar Josue Montiel, thank you for the donation. This was a chat. Yeah, I know, with the potato. Yeah, no, we're not getting no freaking potato as a mascot. We would be the laughing stock of the world if we did that. But all right, y'all, it's been real. Once again, have a great weekend. Rich Heigl, I'm sorry you missed it too. You can watch the replay. Have a great weekend, guys. Be safe. Like I said, don't be like the New York Giants and blow your fingers off like Jason Pierre-Paul. Blazing, I did say I was going to leave 20 minutes ago. I know. So many questions come in. But all right, y'all. I know. My wife, she just sent me the message too. All right, y'all. Hail to them Skins. Hail to the Redskins for the last time. This is it. It's been fun for the last time. Hail to the Redskins. This will probably be the last time I will say hail to the Redskins. No, I'm going to keep saying it, actually. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to still say it, though. All right, y'all. Hail to them Skins. Peace.